Well guys, it's about time I got this video out. I shot the footage on here over a month ago. I went down, I'm just dying to catch out, and I went down to Rochelle, Illinois, where the the famous rail park is, where the Diamond, where the Burlington Northern Transcon and the Union Pacific's Overland Route cross at the fantastic Double Diamond there. I went down there because I kind of wanted to see if maybe that was a place I could catch out from without going all the way to Chicago. So I just kind of wanted to go down and investigate. And it's fascinating how that area works, because it's what they consider to be a first come, first serve crossing. So whichever train happens to get to the signal first gets to cross first. And so a lot of times trains get trapped there waiting for their turn to go across the Diamond. And I really was wanting to see how the trains that are westbound, where they stop exactly, so that if I did go down there, I would know where maybe I could catch out from. And I kind of sorted that out a bit. Global 3 is located there, and you'll see in the video. It was a big intermodal facility, but now it's much less of an intermodal facility and much more of just a block switching operation. And there is a couple of trains, I guess I should say there are a couple of trains that originate there. One, I believe, goes to North Platte on a daily basis, and I could probably catch out on that and make it to at least Clinton, Iowa, and wait for another train there. But anyway, the reason I haven't been posting or riding trains is because it's been a tough year so far for Terri. She's really gone through a couple of things that have required hospitalizations, and just not good. Anyway, it's been a very difficult time for her. She's gone through some delirium. They think maybe because of UTIs, which I didn't know could affect your brain, but apparently it's quite common in older women to have that happen. That when you're old, like both of us are, anytime you have an internal infection, the blood-brain barrier isn't what it used to be, and because of your age, and it makes you susceptible to delirium from infections. And it's affected her twice, and she doesn't know who she is, where she is. I thought she was having a stroke, but anyway, both times it's required hospitalization, intravenous antibiotics, and then it's a couple of days until she even begins to be herself. And then, I think both times she's been hospitalized 4 or 5 days. And then once she gets home, it's another few days until she's herself. But in any case, it's gotten to the point where she has a very difficult time operating on her own, and she depends on me. So I won't be going anywhere for a while. My kids, fortunately, are educators and do get time off in the summer, and they will act as caretakers in my stead. So, fingers crossed, I'll be catching out. Anyway, the rest of the video is about Rochelle and my trip down there, and then I will do some rail fanning as I get the opportunity and post some videos about that as I do these recon operations to figure out where I'm going to go, because I can't wait. It's just one of those things. In the meantime, I'll do a drawing and post a name in the video. I'll edit it in for somebody that's won a t-shirt, and I'll keep that drawing going because I do have some t-shirts left. And I just got to say thanks to Andrew Russell, who sent me the shirt I'm wearing now. I don't know if you can see it. It says Tipperary Pub on it. And on the back it says, making poor, P-O-U-R, decisions since 1971. And he sent me another shirt also. Beautiful, heavy, long sleeve, gorgeous red shirt from his marine construction company, and just and a pocket knife, just little things he sent my way, thinking of me. So Andrew, thanks. I do appreciate that very much. Anyway, I'll keep that entry going for t-shirts, and I hope that everybody's doing well, and fingers crossed Terri will keep improving, and maybe, who knows, maybe you'll get lucky and I can get out before this summer. But we'll see. Anyway, stay tuned for the rest of Rochelle. I was gonna do some drone footage and just goof around here. I'm curious where the Union Pacific trains stop when they're waiting on the Diamond. This Burlington train stopped right in town, but it's a short one, so it wasn't blocking any rail crossings. But anyway, it's crazy windy today. So I'm not gonna get the drone out. I don't think. We'll see. If it calms down a little bit, I will. Well, I can see a train headlight way down there. So there's a train gonna be coming. Well, let's go pick a spot out to watch it here. I'm pretty sure it was beyond the bridge down there. Lumber there. A little yard of some kind over here.
Dispatcher, Foreman Campbell over. Foreman Campbell, answer. Reverse and switch flag center over. Flag.
So going south after crossing the Union Pacific tracks, the Burlington Northern tracks turn and go south after crossing the Diamond, and we're running along. Those tracks are off to my right, off to the west side of the road here, and this is kind of an industrial area for Rochelle, so there's some railroad yards here where the Burlington Northern and the Burlington Junction Railroad and the Union Pacific can interchange cars, so they both do work area. But over here in this part of town where the Burlington Northern trains stop and wait their turn, we're coming to that area where I saw them stop here in a second.
Intercept 7897 West, calling Foreman Campbell. Foreman Campbell in charge of Form B, 4492. Today's day, Aurora South between milepost 82.8, milepost 86.6, main tracks 1 and 2. PNSF 7897 West, may proceed max speed unless otherwise restricted. Without stopping red border, milepost 82.8, main tracks 1. All main equipment in the clear, over. Alright, Foreman Campbell's giving the PNSF 7897 West, main track 1, permission to its Form B restriction. 4492 Aurora sub, today's date between milepost 82.8 and milepost 86.6. Okay, by the red flag 82.8 without stopping, maximize ride speed unless otherwise restricted. Means currently clear now.
That is all right. Have a good day.
Alright, cheers, way. Here we go.
CNI dispatcher, former Campbell over.
Former Campbell answering.
Like to normal that switch and flag center over.
Okay to normal, the switch and flag center, over.
Roger.
So I can see he's got a highball on that signal right there. But he's sitting down here. Here he comes now. Once he gets into town, it's no horns in Rochelle. So this is Global 3, just outside of Rochelle. And I'm just kind of scoping everything out to see if there's places that are easier to catch out of than Chicago. This looks pretty secure though. Everything's fenced in. I've never seen them actually working containers here. But I see lots of empty containers. I just don't see any equipment to load them or unload them. So I think they use this yard more for block switching operations than actually doing intermodal work. But obviously, I don't know. Just looking back towards Rochelle. There is one intermodal string. That looks like it was maybe loaded here. hard to tell. Well, they just disconnected the power off that string. I'm guessing it's clear down on the other end. Let's take a look here. think this is a North Platte train leaving out of Global 3. If I'm not mistaken, it's a daily train. What that green sign says down there. If I can zoom in on it enough. There's quite a bit of activity around Rochelle. So I noticed that there was a UP stack train blocking the diamond. I think they were pulling into the Global 3 facility, maybe to pick up some cars or drop some off. And so because that diamond is blocked, Burlington Northern has to stop somewhere while they wait their turn. And this seems to be the spot right here. Little gas turbine generator right there. But it's an industrial area of Rochelle here. So the hub city does seem to be a bit of an industrial hub here. There's some meat packing and other food processing out here. That facility I'm looking at right there is loads refrigerator cars, I see. So they must be a cold storage place of some kind. So yeah, interesting thing is, it looks like the signal for that train is yellow, but it's sitting. So I don't know if they have to have some kind of verbal go-ahead to cross a diamond, or how that works, or why that signal would be yellow as opposed to red. And I see a Freddy flashing down there. Who knows? We'll go back down by the diamond. We'll catch this guy come across when UP clears it. I think the wind's died down enough I can get the drone up.